What's good? Hey, yo, what's up? Oh man, if you guys could just see what we talk about before we hit play or record, crazy. But anyways,
Not
welcome back
we, he.
to
Not we, he.
uh welcome back
Yeah,
to another episode of the Good Call Fellas podcast. We are on episode, was this 26?
yeah,
Episode
26,
26.
26 for sure.
Wait,
Yeah.
who's number 26 football player?
Sean Taylor, rest in peace.
Okay.
Is it
Yeah,
Sean
cool.
Taylor? I'm gonna feel so bad if it's not. It should be Sean Taylor. Let me check.
If it's not, bro, no. You have to restart this if it's not.
Right. Nah, I'm not gonna restart. I'm probably just gonna keep this in the edit. You feel me? This is how I go. But I'm pretty sure Sean Taylor won 26. He wore 36. Oh no, he wore 21. I'm like, oh no, he wore 26 in college. That's what I'm thinking. My fault, my fault, my fault, my fault, my fault. I got to name an NFL player that won 26. That don't count.
Yeah,
Cause I know Sean Taylor was 26, but I forgot he wore it in college, not NFL. 26. What's a player that wore 26? Mm.
not very
Dang.
common.
Yeah, that's not really a common number. I'm trying to think of a player that wore 26. Oh no, Clinton Portis. Clinton Portis wore 26. Clinton
Let
Portis
me
wore
let
26.
me go to the Google.
You know who Clinton Portis is?
NFL player, NFL player,
Do you know who Clinton Portis is? Wait, stop. Before you do that, do you know who
or
Clinton Portis is? Stop. Do you know who Clinton Portis is?
number 26. Oh, Clint Ford. Yeah, he played for the Commanders. Aaron Donald. How do we
Stop.
not?
No, 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 no,
Saquon
no, 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 no,
Barkley.
no, 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 no. Stop,
Davion.
stop,
No.
stop, 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 stop.
Le'Veon
Stop.
Bell.
What team did he play for?
Clayton Portis.
Yes.
Washington.
What?
The Redskins.
Oh, okay, for sure. Now,
Yeah.
question. What position did he play?
He was a running back.
Yeah, because I know you looking at it.
No, I'm not.
Okay. What other team? Don't stop. Stop cheating. What other team did he play for outside of the Redskins?
He also played. From what I remember, he played for the Broncos too. I think
Yeah,
he
you
got
looked at the
drafted to
image.
the
You got like
Broncos.
he
He got
look my
drafted to
brother
the
cheating.
Broncos.
Anyway, moving along, moving along. Anyway, welcome guys and girls to another lovely episode of the Good Call Fellas podcast. I am Tweez, one half of the crew with my brother William. He goes by Will. Um,
Gang,
yeah,
gang.
this is episode 26. Clinton Portis, Saquon Barkley. I said Sean Taylor, but that was his college number. You know, it's like you want to do these, but you can't. You want to have a good like faith that your brother won't cheat because he's cheating, right? So
Hi,
like
what did
we
I
will have
do?
this. We have this
I don't know
thing,
what you're talking
right, where
about.
we're supposed to be saying the numbers relatively, like a player that's relative to the number podcast we doing. Shout out to us.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, first of all, shout out to us making 26 episodes at this point. That's a
bruh,
lot of content.
bruh.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying? That is a
lot.
lot of content. Shout out to us. But second of all, I wanted to have it to be fun. If you just don't know the player, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get to a point where I don't know a player that wears a certain number, but don't
Yeah.
cheat.
Well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? So,
You just threw them glasses on for what? What was the point? What was the point? Was that? I was like, what is he doing? He had.
my wife got me these because they're blue light protective or not
Yeah,
sunglasses, but
yeah, yeah,
glasses. So every time I'm
yeah.
on the computer at work, my wife wants me to wear those, but she's not here right
Yeah,
now.
because you supposed to. And I'm a snitch, and I'm gonna tell her that you don't be wearing your glasses when you be using the computer. What? I'm just saying, man. I mean, you supposed to. That's what you supposed to do. She try to protect your eye before you go blind. Okay. There's people
I'm
out here
good.
that, you know
I'm
what I'm saying?
2020 out here, bro. I'm 2020.
Yeah, give you a couple years in front of a computer. You're gonna be 10, 15.
Nah, we good.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
Go ahead, continue the intro. Continue the intro.
Anyway, intro. Oh yeah, the small talk. Anyway, if you listen to this on Apple Music, make sure you leave us a 5-star, leave us a review. We'd love to hear your comments. Some people have been leaving reviews. We appreciate y'all very much so. For anybody watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, share, subscribe for more content. Also leave a comment. Some people have left comment, couple videos for sure, a while ago. But you know what I'm
Yeah, it's
saying? Talk
fun.
to
It's fun reading the comments. So
yeah, for
leave
sure. It's
comments.
definitely interesting leaving a comment. I mean, reading the
Don't be
comments.
rude
Sorry,
though. Don't be rude.
man. Who cares? Comments is comments. Entertainment is entertainment. Cause put it like this, we gonna say stuff that they just not gonna agree on. Like CD Lamb,
Oh yeah,
nobody
yeah.
agrees on that but you. So,
Hmm?
there's going to be opinions that nobody really agrees on, and that's fine. That's what makes everybody individual. So anyway,
CD
in the
Lamb,
meantime,
nice.
like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And yeah, I think that's about it, man. How you doing, man?
I'm all right.
You all right? Uh oh.
I'm all
Uh
right.
oh. Uh oh. What happened?
My son got me sick. So these past couple days, man.
Damn. You got the
Yeah,
cooties?
yeah, I got cooties.
Oh.
He got sick last Wednesday.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I got sick on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just like a common cold thing though, but it wasn't too bad. It's just annoying because it's like I was constantly congested. I didn't get a sore throat. I didn't have a fever from what I know because I don't be checking myself. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm just a little hot.
Terrible.
But yeah, no, I got sick. My boss let me work from home today, half day. So he was like, bruh, you need to go home. Because my coworker that was there, she was like, bruh, like, you should not be here. And I'm like,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
If you can't walk into work, you crawl into work. And she was like, ah, no, that's toxic. You need to take care of yourself and go home.
See, that's that old man energy. Like people, they work through everything. They could have a pulled disc, a slip disc, a torn ACL. They still clocking in. They getting their
Yeah,
8 hours. It might do some overtime on your
yeah,
ass while you playing.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
abide by that. If I'm sick or I can't go, then I just can't go. Like it is what it is.
Uh-huh.
Cause ain't nothing worse than somebody coming to your job and they know they sick or they know they hurt, and either A, they can't really help with nothing, or B, they get you sick, so now you can't do what you want to do. Like say hypothetically speaking, let's say thank God you ain't got COVID, but let's say somebody got COVID and they want to bring their ass to work. Now they got
That's a
everybody
different
sick.
story.
But
That's a
no,
different
but
story.
I mean, but to be fair, okay, COVID short as an extreme, but like
Yeah,
if you come to work sick and then you bring that sickness to work and you get people sick and then now they can't do whatever they was gonna do because now they're sick, it's
yeah,
one of the same to me. Now, obviously, one is more extreme than the other, but for the most part,
uh-huh.
like those things are relatively the same to me.
It's okay though. You need your immune system to get stronger, so you gotta get sick.
At
But
this
anyway,
point, we should all have a fucking Iron Man immunity after dealing with COVID, but
I
people
ain't
still
never
get
had
sick.
COVID. I ain't never had COVID, so I'm good, bro. I'm
Boy,
good,
I ain't
bro.
gonna
The
lie.
Lord loved me too much.
I see. I promise you.
uh,
I thought
but
the
no,
Lord loved me till like Thanksgiving. He said, "Nah,
until
you go get." He
Thanksgiving.
said, "Nah, bro, you go get this COVID." Like I promise you, dog. And I avoided it twice. It was I should have probably had it a long time ago. Or granted, I probably had it and never knew. Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about this story a while ago, but yeah, I had like it just came out of nowhere because it wasn't even from, any of my circle. It was from work or somebody I
Yeah,
dealt with at work. So it was
yeah.
like that's why that shit is frustrating. Cause bro, I was looking, bro. I spent the whole month ready for Thanksgiving food. I was ready to dive in and go crazy
I'm
on
about
some
to
mac and
dive
cheese
in.
and some yams and some turkey and some stuffing. I had like 3 houses I was gonna go to, bro, for hella plates. I was
Bro,
finna
you gonna have to
smack
make me
it
a plate one
down.
time for the one time because I ain't never had that like soul food Thanksgiving food. So
Yeah, but see,
yeah.
this year was gonna be the year. It was gonna be the year this year. I mean, last year. Sorry, it was gonna be the year, and then yeah, I caught COVID, so I had to spend my Thanksgiving in my room,
Uh, well,
not
so
doing
I'm not
shit.
like that. So basically, when I went to work, so the way our office is set up is you walk in through the front door, and it's like our main lobby area where we have like these tables and stuff set up.
Right,
Um,
right, right,
and
right.
that has little separate offices connected to it. So I didn't go into my office because I share office space with my coworkers. So I just brought my laptop and I stayed in the main lobby area off to the side so that they can still come in and out and like go to their office without like getting close to me at all. I just
And
stayed
at
over
that
there.
and at that point, just take your ass home.
Well,
Just go
yet.
home.
Yeah,
Just go home.
today my manager was like, "Bro, you need to go home," because like my voice was gone. Like earlier,
Right.
I couldn't. It was just sounding weird.
Great judgment
Um,
call by your boss, man. Shout out to the boss, man. Great judgment call.
yeah. So I've been dealing with that, but Saturday I had a really fun time Saturday, even though I was kind of sick. I went to Japantown, San Francisco.
Oh
That was a
yeah, Japantown.
lot
That,
of
that's the
fun.
move.
That
That's
was
the
a lot of fun.
move.
Bruh, I had me some ramen there. It was like this spicy ramen. It had hot links in it. Oh my goodness. Asian food is moving up on my list now. Like I've been trying Asian food lately and it's like it's starting to move up there. Uh but
Yeah,
I love ramen. For those of you that know me, like top ramen is probably like my favorite food. Like the block ones that you make on the stove, that's like my
yeah,
favorite food. I don't know why. I just love it so much. It's like childhood to me
yeah,
because that's all that we
yeah,
could eat. But anyways, so yeah, I had me some ramen, right? It was so good. It was so
yeah.
good. I want to go back.
Ramen be
I want to
busting, man. Especially when you go to like, you know what I'm saying, you go to little Asian spots. They got
Japantown.
the for sure. Yeah, I mean, they got a few. They got a couple nice ones in Concord too. They got that.
Oh,
So if
for
you ever
real?
go, they got a couple nice spots in Concord. Trust me, I've been doing a lot of dibble and dabbling in Asian food for
There's
the
one
past few years.
there's one over here by China House in Pinole.
Yeah, but that's Thai food though.
No, they have a ramen spot now. It's new.
Well, I don't know the name. What's the name of it? Do you know?
I don't remember the name of it. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's across the street from Blue Sky, where Blue Skies used to be.
Oh yeah, then never mind. I don't know. I definitely don't know which one that was. I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
it's a
Little
new
Caesars.
spot. They got a spot
Gotcha.
there. They're pretty good too. But yeah, we went to Chinatown, did that. Bro, I wasn't a big fan of donuts
Yeah.
until I tried. I think it's called mochi donuts.
You like mochi donuts?
Oh my gosh, bro, they're amazing. Have you tried one?
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of mochi donuts.
What? Bro,
They're
red
okay.
flag, red
To
flag,
be to
red
be fair
flag, bro.
to be fair, they may not just be my cup of tea per se. However, I will say that they just I don't know, they just at least the ones I've had like I've had some good ones, but like I'm not looking for a mochi donut. Just give me a regular donut, give me an apple fritter, whatever, cool. But if that's your cup of tea, then sure. I'm still picking regular donuts.
Mochi donuts go crazy. the,
Yeah, where's it
the
play this mochi donut
texture,
that thing?
the like little the texture of the inside. I don't know what it is, but it's like
Because
it's
it look like balls, huh?
yeah, just like when you put them in your mouth and like just the texture of them, it's just amazing.
That is
Different
insane.
flavors, it's amazing. So yeah, it's so good. But mochi
Oh.
donuts, mochi donuts, you guys got me. So I'm a donut fan now, but only if it's mochi donut. Um, another
So
thing that
what
I
flavor did
found.
you get of mochi
Oh,
donuts? Because I know there's different flavors.
so I tried brownie,
Okay, that's a different
salted
one.
caramel.
Okay, I've had that one. Well, every place is different, but okay.
Brownie, salted caramel.
I've never heard of a brownie flavor, but I'm pretty sure that was good.
It was fire. They're like brownie pieces on top. Salted caramel. I think those are the only two that I got. My wife tried the other ones. Um, but there was like Oreo. Um,
That's the one I've had. Usually,
what's
a
the
lot of
purple?
places sell them.
The purple
Um,
one.
um, uh,
Ib-
uh,
Imbo, Ibu,
damn, that's how I know I ain't
Imbo.
been in a loop. No. I know it.
You know what I'm talking about. What's that
Yes,
fruit?
bro.
What's that fruit? It's like a purple
It's not a
fruit.
bro. It's not a fruit.
It's not
Okay. So let me talk about it, right?
Imbu, Imbe,
Umbe, umbe, ube. That's what I said. Ube. Okay. Okay. While we on the subject, we can talk about ube real quick. Okay. How many different forms of ube you've had at this point?
Three, three.
Do do you find it crazy that none of the ube things taste the same?
I don't know if I've noticed that.
Bro, I kid you not. Get like five different things of ube. None of them will taste the same. None
You
of
think
them.
it's just food coloring?
None of it.
You
None of
think
it's
it's
just the
food
same.
coloring?
Bro, I promise you, it's the weirdest thing in the world to me. It don't make no sense. I've had ube numerous different ways. Ice
Uh-huh.
cream,
Well, your
jelly.
girl part Filipino, so she like got the hookup on that stuff, right?
Exactly. Or she know where to get it. So
Yeah.
like, but you know, but they starting to sell it at Trader Joe's too. Like they got the ice cream and all that now too.
Yeah.
But like for real, like you could get it like 5, 10 different ways. They none of them gonna taste the same. None of them.
It's not an
It
ube
may say
flavor.
ube flavor. It may say ube flavor, but it
Ube.
will not. I said ube.
Michael Uble.
Ube.
Michael Uble
Michael
flavor.
Uble. It like this. It will say ube flavor, but it will not taste the same. I guarantee you. But man, shout out to Asian culture. You know what I'm saying? They got good
Yeah.
food.
Yeah,
They
it
got
was
great
fire.
food.
But another spot that I went to, so I like anime and stuff like that, right? They
Okay.
had this store where they had these Naruto statues, bro. They were the
Mm-hmm.
same size as me, bro. I was like, what the
Mm.
heck is this? Like,
Yeah, I ain't been to that store yet out there in Japantown.
it's crazy. But yeah, it was like this whole store of just statues. And like they had like the little ones, like the little like
Yeah.
action figure display things. But they had this one Naruto statue, and it was like it was crazy. But yeah,
Mm.
so I had some fun there. I bought some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I bought a tin of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But yeah, no, we had fun out there. And then
Okay.
yeah, so I didn't get to rest at all on Saturday, and I was feeling sick. Then Sunday comes along, I got church and everything. But
So you
we're
just spread. Wait, so you went to Japantown while you were sick?
no, I don't know what you're talking about. So
That's what
anyway,
I'm saying. Cause people go and live life when they sick, and then they spread that
hey
shit,
bruh,
and
hey
then people
bruh,
could think they got COVID,
hey
then they gotta
bruh,
take these fake tests,
hey
and then just
bruh,
spread everywhere
hey
instead of
bruh.
staying your ass
Get off of
home.
me. Get
Cause
off
you
me, bruh.
sick, bro.
Get off
Be
me,
an
bruh.
adult.
Get off of me, bro. So yeah, that's what I did Saturday.
Jesus.
And then Sunday, I was practicing because we're doing this Easter drama at church, right? This Sunday. And I'm playing one of the characters.
Oh, really? Wow. How that's going?
Bro, I got yelled at because I'm not taking it serious.
Oh yeah.
So
Sounds
I
like
got
it.
one line. I got one line in the play, and I have to be like very serious because I'm one of the thieves on the cross that's about to get like nailed to the cross with Jesus.
Yeah.
And I have to be like, please show me mercy. But it's funny because all my friends are like the crowd and they're yelling at me like, crucify him, crucify him.
Yeah.
And it's funny to see them do that to me, and it makes me laugh. So while I'm trying to be serious, I'm laughing, and they're like, "Will, stop laughing! Like you can't laugh. Like it's supposed to be a serious moment." I'm like, "You guys, I can't do this."
I was gonna say I don't know why they gave you such a serious part. Like I'm not if we doing a play, I will never give you a serious part. I already
Yeah,
know. Like nah, nah, nah,
no,
nah, nah, nah,
no.
nah. That ain't
You got to
it.
give me some kind of funny part.
Right.
Look who's in the camera.
Hey, look at the little homie, man. What's going on, man?
Yeah, little guy got me sick. Okay, you stay here. So yeah, so I was doing that, but I couldn't be serious. So that was my week.
Gotcha.
Oh, I got one more thing to tell you about this weekend.
Okay.
So
What's up, man?
he can't hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot, right?
So you just yelling at me right now. You just yelling at me.
Yeah.
Here, go with mommy. Go with mommy. Mommy came to get him. Hold on, give me 1 second. Sorry.
Hey, man. So let's check this out, man.
Go with
You know
mommy.
what I'm saying?
Okay. So one more thing that I did this past weekend that was
Okay.
hilarious.
Okay.
My wife's looking at me crazy. So my friend sends me this test that you can take on your phone, right?
Yes.
And it's supposed to tell you that if it's an autistic test, right? So it's supposed to tell you if you're autistic.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so
I,
the higher you score, the more likely you are to be autistic. Okay,
okay.
It's an 80 question test, multiple choice, right?
Okay.
So I'm taking this test, and the scoring goes there's like different sections. If you score within that amount, it like tells you if you're autistic or like slightly or like you got tendencies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I scored a 95,
Out of
130. So I'm basically right under autism.
Yeah, I was to say you're borderline, like you're right there. Like that sound like you knocking on the door on something. Like you're on the way. Like you're right there. Like dog, like that's like yo, 5-10 years from now, that might be like 115 if you take that test again, and then we gonna just be like, damn.
So if you hit 100, you're considered autistic. I got
Oh,
95.
you were really
I
close.
got 95. So it says that at this section, you have autistic tendencies, but you might still be a high functioning person, but you're not necessarily autistic. You just got tendencies.
It all makes sense now. Throughout our whole life, it makes sense now. Wow. The more
I
you
told my
learn.
wife, I said, I told her, I said, babe, my test just told me I'm autistic. And she's like, you're not autistic, you're just dumb.
That could be it too. But if you were like this, if you was borderline, I'd be like, you know what? It makes sense. I can see it a little bit.
I'm
You
like, you're right there,
know,
bro.
all this time, man,
I
it
think
makes a
one
lot of
more
sense.
question, one more wrong answer, and
Right,
I would
like
have
bro,
been
you was late. Like that, like yo, it'd be one thing if
close.
like maybe like 75, 85. Like you was like, you maybe tiptoe close to it. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
that'd be one thing.
it was definitely
Dog, you were
close.
peeking through the door. Like you all you had to do was like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
in this, I'm in this G thing. What's happening? You feel me? Where the parade begin? Type
Let me see what's going on in here. No,
let me
I'm
see what's going on in here.
good.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I
How was
mean,
your weekend though? Now we're done with my
uh,
now that the
yeah, man.
autistic person is done
Yeah,
talking. Go
that's
ahead.
crazy. I think my week was pretty good. Work was work. I got a weekend to myself now. 'Cause my girl out of town, she out of the country, so I was at the house for the weekend. So it was cool, man.
She out of
Just
the
chilling
continent.
out to the right.
She on
So
another continent.
it was cool, man. Just chilling. Didn't really do much, man. Really, I kicked it with my pops for a little bit. Went with my cousin out to this little bar spot to watch the Final Four.
Mm.
Low key got a little bit too lit.
Congrats to
Um,
UConn.
yeah, yeah. Shout out to UConn. Shout out to UConn because I was not thinking about them. Got a little bit too, got a little bit too lit. Still made it home though. But probably just I got not too lit, but I drunk enough to where like my stomach didn't really want to agree with me. So like I woke up the next I went home, stomach was hurting a little bit. Then I woke up and my stomach was still kind of hurting a bit. And I had like a slight hangover. Nothing too crazy though. I had like a slight hangover. And then it basically went away by the end of the next day. But outside of that, yeah, I didn't really do much, man. I just kind of chilled, man. It's kind of just being able to enjoy a weekend where I ain't got to drive nowhere. So that was that. Even though I still drove places, ironically.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, man, that was about it, man. Ain't nothing really happened this week for me. It's kind of a regular week, regular week. Um,
Regular.
yeah, regular schmegular degular week.
Nope.
Uh, but yeah, so well, moving along, man. Been a lot of interesting things going on this week. I had a whole speech impediment. That is crazy. But those who may know, we've had the because there's really not much to go on football. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But I want to dive into this subject because it's kind of kid. I want to hear your opinion about it. Um, because I got a couple questions for you. So this past, I think 2 days ago, we had the women's NCAA basketball championship game versus Iowa and LSU. LSU coming into this game was I don't even know if they were the favorite, but they definitely had a lot of talented players. One being Angel Reese, and Iowa. Well, actually, no, I take that back. LSU was the favorite. Iowa was more like the dream story. They have this girl that's named Caitlin Clark. That's like To me, I call her Steph Curry, female Steph Curry. To me, that's how she plays. She pull up for 40. She got Jimmy. Have you ever seen? You know who Caitlin Clark is? No.
It's women's sports, bro. I don't,
Wait,
I
whoa.
don't.
What you
No, I'm
mean?
just kidding.
What?
I'm
What
just
you
kidding.
mean?
I'm just
What?
kidding. No, I know what you.
Whoa, I was gonna
Don't
say,
come for me.
whoa,
Don't come for me.
whoa,
I'm just
What,
kidding. I'm
what's your
just kidding.
what's your what's
No,
your
I'm
what's
just
your issue
kidding.
with women's
No, I'm
sports,
just kidding. I'm
brother?
just kidding. The Reese was going like this to her. And
Yeah,
she
yeah,
like,
yeah, 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 for sure. But
yeah, no,
anyway,
I watched it. I watched
um,
it. Don't come for
anyway,
me.
great game. Great game. Caitlin Clark did her thing. Angel Reese did her thing, but obviously LSU came out with the dub. Um,
They did.
Angel Reese had a couple moments in the game where she was trash talking, etc., and particularly straight directly to Caitlin Clark.
But Clark got a
Base.
tech.
I don't remember that. Did she? Did
Yeah,
she?
they gave Clark a tech for no reason. I think because the way she like threw the ball behind her. But they said
Oh,
because she was like saying something, and the coach was like going off. She was like, she didn't say nothing, and she literally didn't
oh.
say nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see that part. But basically, the whole little moment went viral. Pretty much has been the spotlight of the whole game for the past 2 days, to the point where even the president, for some reason, thought it was a good idea to invite LSU and Iowa to the White House, which has never happened before. But I just want to ask your opinion about it, about the whole situation. How do you feel about it as far as like the I don't know how to word it, but basically like what was your thoughts when you saw it, and how do you think the world took it, or how you think they should have took it as far as what they saw?
When it came to like on the court,
Yes.
honestly, I took it as this is competition. Like it's gonna get like that sometimes. You get fights and you get arguments during games all the time, and then after the game they're like, oh, what's good, like did good job, all that stuff. Like it's just that's how sports is. It's very competitive. You get heated in the moment, but as long as both parties have an understanding that it's like this is just sports. This is us being competitive. Sometimes it's gonna, we're gonna say things to each other that may be hurtful to other people, but it's part of the competition. Like you got to be able to trash talk. You got to be able to take the trash talk, because you're gonna meet those people that are elite players. And most times when you meet an elite person, they are a trash talker.
Yeah,
And
for
that's what we
sure.
kind of seen here with this tournament is we had two teams that had two elite players that like to talk trash. So it's I mean, I can see from the outside like people being like, "Oh, she's being rude to her. She's being messed up." That's all this stuff, verbal abuse, all that stuff. But no, it's part of the competition. Like you're gonna have to trash talk to get into their mind, mess with them, get them off their game. So I mean, that's what I see it as. Is just they're just being competitive. It's two people being very competitive.
Were you competitive when you played baseball? I
Oh,
mean, not
bro.
competitive, my bad, but like a trash talker. Sorry, that was crazy. Were you a trash
uh,
talker when you played baseball?
um, I don't think I was a trash talker. Um, I think I would make fun of my teammates. Like we talk about how
That's
people is like
worse.
we talk about how like people is too slow, like they can't catch a ball. We like make
About
fun
your
of
own
them and stuff.
teammates?
Yeah, with your own
That's
teammates.
just terrible. That's terrible. Why did you talk about your own
Dugout talk
teammates?
is crazy, bro. What we talked about in the dugout, oh my goodness, we cannot say. But yeah, dugout talk was crazy. I'm pretty sure you guys had like sideline
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, no, that was
So
like locker room, like so, like locker
yeah,
room before practice, after practice,
yeah,
all those
yeah,
conversations was
yeah.
like out of pocket, like
I
you know what I'm
mean,
saying?
sometimes like if somebody come up to bat on the other team and like you can obviously well not obviously tell but like you can see like they are not going to be able to keep up with your pitcher. You'd be like
Hmm.
trash talking, be like, hey, he can't hit off you, bro, go and show him the smoke, he ain't got none. It's just stuff like that. So
Yeah, right. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, just a
usually
small
like
little, the
that.
usual.
And sometimes I play like first base and have somebody on the base and be like, "Hey, bro, you ain't gonna try to steal second. You ain't gonna do it. You want to do it though?
Hmm.
You want to do it?" Like you used to do stuff like that, but nothing like, "Hey, bro, yo, mama." No, you can't say nothing like that.
Uh,
We didn't do nothing like that.
yeah, yeah,
We just be
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
"Nah, bro, you ain't about to do it." But yeah,
Gotcha.
we didn't get like that. Were you a trash
Yeah.
talker?
I was a trash talker. I
You
don't
gonna
think I
head
was
up
that.
with people?
Well, it was different, right? I think For me, I don't think I was that much of a trash talker either. To be fair, like I think I was more of like I answer. I came, but like I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna say something crazy. I will
Pause.
say, right? Like,
Pause.
yo, chill. I was gonna say, however, well, the way you talk to me is the way I was gonna talk to you, right? So if you came at me crazy and was all like, you know what I mean, chap, I'm gonna match your energy. But for me personally, I just wasn't really the person because like I let my game do the talking. I was never really that guy that was gonna talk. But I played with so many people that would talk, so it became kind of second nature. Um, especially in sports like gaming stuff like that, that's come with the territory. Like I'm worse in gaming than it comes to actual sports. Like when it comes to gaming, I'm more of the instigator for sure. Like
Mm.
it
Yeah,
ain't.
no,
But
you
like
are.
if we, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, I am
Go
definitely the
watch our old
instigator.
FIFA clips. You're gonna see
I
what he
am
does.
definitely
Go
the
watch our old
instigator when
FIFA
it
clips.
comes to gaming. I will get under your skin for sure. But like when we was playing real sports, like that wasn't my thing. I just let my game do the talk because I was gonna kill you anyway. But then if you start to talk after you like felt like you was doing good, then okay, I'm gonna match your energy and I'm gonna shut it down. Simple as that. So that's how I came with it. That was my approach. Um, as far as the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark situation, um, just to kind of give a quick synopsis, because I don't think I talked about it completely. There was basically a moment, like I said, that went viral. She did the "You Can't See Me" John Cena, whatever you want to call it, to her face, and it went viral. Blah blah blah. And the social media went rampant about it, and you could
You know
kind of
why it went viral, right?
what you mean?
You know why she did all that and like it went viral, right?
Yeah, because she was talking. Caitlin Clark was talking,
But Clark
and
did
she
that
did.
to the team before.
But that's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying she.
Okay, okay,
That's what I was
okay.
going to say. Like that, and I was fun to talk about that. What I'm saying is that, I feel like as a competitor and somebody that played sports, if you played the sports, high school, whatever, you've dealt with that. If you played at a park, like if you went to your local park, your local gym, whatever, trash talk is what makes basketball fun or competitive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you as much as physical as sports is just as much as mental,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So you will do anything. A lot of people will do anything to get under your skin because it throws you off your game. And for Kaylin Clark, you know, or I'll say, let me bring it back. People that were commenting and saying like, "Oh, Angel Reese was classless" or whatever, clearly never picked up a sport. They just analyze it. And it's just like it was so obvious. It was like, okay, if you want to say it was a bit excessive, sure. But my thing is, if you didn't want her to do that, then beat her. Simple and plain. That's how I always came with it. Like, I get it. But like this, however you won, that's how you gonna win. But I promise you, if you don't let me beat you, if you gonna be doing all that talking, don't let me beat you because I'm in your grill. I'm in your grill because I'm gonna match the energy you match me with. That's how I always approached it.
Yeah.
And for Caitlin Clark, I respect her. Like, she did it to the last team, whatever, and then she took it. Because Angel Race was in her grill. She was doing the ring thing. She was all up in it, going crazy. And
Mm-hmm.
salute to Caitlin Clark. Even when they tried to interview her and make her see how she thought about it, she's like, "Look, like I enjoyed it. Like we just competing. Like this is part of the game. Like I wouldn't expect no different." So just like to see her do that, and for Angel Reese to stand 10 toes down, it was like, "Look, this is who I am." You feel me? I'm not changing it for nobody. You either take it or leave it, pretty much. I mean, just to give a synopsis of what she said or a summary of what she said. So it's like I applauded both of them, man, because they handled it with respect. It's like at the end of the day, whatever we do is on this floor. Like we keep it everything on the court. Outside the court, I mean, we ain't got no issues. It is what it is. But if we're competing on this floor, I want to beat you. So I'm gonna do anything I can to win. I'm not trying to hurt you, whatever, but I'm trying to get in your mental. So I'm gonna talk trash. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Excuse me. I'm gonna taunt whatever because that's just the nature of the game. And it's so funny how people they like certain parts of the game when certain people do it, but when other people do it, it's a problem. Right? And my biggest problem is that we always get to these parts in sports where
Go ahead.
there's one person that does it.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
There's one person that does it
Mm-hmm.
in particular, and they get labeled as very competitive, fierce, fearless, whatever you want to call it. But then if another player does it, they get called braggadocious,
Aggressive.
excessive, aggressive. And it's just like the way that sports media tries to label players because of the nature of the sport
Mm-hmm.
is disgusting in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
It ain't right, but it's just the nature of the sport. It just doesn't make sense to me. And it's just like we are in 2023 and we're still doing that. You know what I mean? Like Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying, babe boy, we love Tom Brady. But the way he got labeled for being a competitor because Tom Brady used to talk that talk.
Oh yeah, he
He
did.
talking that talk. He was hella aggressive. He was throwing shit if shit didn't go his way, breaking tablets, everything in between. The analyst is like, "Oh my god, he's such a fierce competitor. He's just
He ain't a wild man.
He ain't a wild. He ain't nothing aggressive, nothing." Odell Beckham throws his helmet at a kicker post. All hell breaks loose. Oh man, he can't control himself. He's doing too much. This, that, and the third. And just like
He's an animal.
he's pretty much. And it's just like, dog. This. It's sad that this is what sports media does, and they do it every year. So it's just like it's unfortunate because the moment of them winning and LSU first time winning a championship for women basketball is getting overshadowed because of Angel Reese's moment. And it's not even I'm not even mad at Angel Reese. I get it. Like you talk your talk, you won. You feel me?
Yeah, you deserve the right.
Right. But the media has elevated it so much and made it such a they have minimized it and microscoped her as her actions were so unbearable to watch because it was, I don't know, unsportsmanlike or whatever. And it's like, dog, they don't even care about it. Y'all making it a big old deal more than they did. Angel said, look, I'm gonna do what I do. Kayla said, look, I get it. I did it too. Like, it's part of the game. I lost. I'm gonna keep it pushing. Nobody's caring about this, but the media was like, oh nah, this is not right. We're going to make it a big point, emphasize it to the point where it's like, no, this is not it. Like, move along. She won. And then Jill Biden has the nerve to invite both of them, to invite LSU and Iowa to the White House for what?
Hold on.
Because I
we're gonna act like this man's all there. So
no. Listen to what I said. Not Joe Biden, Jill, his wife.
Oh, his wife. Oh, okay. Well, that's a different circumstance.
Birds of a feather flock together. You feel me? But what I'm saying is that play this. We know what's going on, and if you know history, you understand the little innuendos and the R word and the acism, you feel me, behind it all. Because I kid you not, if Iowa would have won, you can't tell me that she would have invited LSU. You can't. I wouldn't even believe it because that's not how this works. There's never been a runner-up team that been to the White House. But for some reason, because Caitlin Clark had a good year or whatever, now you want to invite her for what?
Yeah, no, she still lost, bro. Like, why
She's
are they
still
there?
lost.
Why are they there? I get it, bro. I get it.
So it's just like, man, like, come on, that shit corny, bro. That shit corny. And don't get me wrong, they both gonna be having hell of careers. We're gonna hear about them a lot in college basketball, even in the pros. Both of them are pro level talents. So we gonna see a lot of them, but it's just like, for me, that stuff was whack. I'm glad that the women's basketball got more notice. People may not watch it, whatever, but for the past few days, women basketball has been in the spotlight, because it was a really good game. If you watched it, it was still a really good competitive game, and hopefully this will get the ball rolling on getting more eyes on women's basketball. And it's, you know what I'm saying? So we will see.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea because, like you said, the viewership has gone up these past couple of weeks because of this.
But the championship game had, I forgot, I gotta see the post, but the championship game had more views than a lot of like male big events like championship playoff games, etc. Like it really did really well.
Yeah.
So, the potential is there, man. It's just people gotta watch, man, and hopefully, you know, people can stop being so sensitive and just realize like, yo, this is just part of the sport. Like there's a difference between being excessive and then just like, if you understand the history behind it, then you get it. Like Caitlin Clark did it to somebody else, so she responded for them in a sense, and for her as well, but she was talking that talk. Now there is a point where it gets excessive, but most players when you play, it's never excessive, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just that
Yeah.
the problem is people don't know how to like manage it or like micromanage it. So it look, for most people, it may look like it's the craziest thing in the world because they didn't grow up in that environment. When you grow up in that environment and you understand how trash talking is happening and how it plays out, you understand like, oh, they just talking, they'll be fine. Like let them play. Whoop, whoop. It's gonna make the games better. It's gonna make them more competitive. You feel me? So, whatever. Yeah, what it is. Yeah, what it is, pimp. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to LSU. You heard me? You heard me? Got that dub. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Give me a little po' boy. You know what I mean? Have you been to Louisiana?
Nope.
Man, but you. Where have you been? Where states you been to?
I've been to Miami,
Okay.
Nevada,
Okay.
Massachusetts,
Okay.
Georgia.
Okay.
I think that's it. Oh no, Indiana. Is that Indiana a state or is that a city? Indiana, yeah, because I went to Indianapolis, but Indianapolis, Indiana, right?
Huh?
Is it Indianapolis in Indiana?
Indianapolis, Indiana. That sound about right. I could be wrong though. That sound about right. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, yeah, I've been there. That's the only states I've been to. It's those from yeah, those are the only states I've been to. Oh, Oregon.
Yeah.
I went to Oregon. I've been to Oregon.
Okay. Yeah.
I've been to Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I never been to Louisiana. But I went to Georgia. I've been to Georgia.
Yeah, for sure.
Went to Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So yeah. The double standards in sports gotta change, man. Don't criticize people for one thing in the same person but a different group. You judge them differently. It's not fair. It ain't right. Sports media needs to do better, simple and plain.
Yep.
But moving along, for the first time in a long time, I've been watching a little bit of baseball. Not too much. I watched like the first couple games of the Giants and the Yankees series, right? Matter of fact, no, I just watched one game. Let me not lie. I watched one game. Have you watched any baseball since the baseball season has started?
No, not at all.
And you're the baseball player. That's why I picked this topic.
Look, I played baseball, but it's not my favorite sport.
What's your favorite sport?
Soccer.
You are all over the place. You know that?
Soccer and football are my favorite sports.
Soccer and football and baseball stuff. Okay, remind me to never put a baseball topic here again.
Well, I know what's going on. I know what's happening.
Well, yeah, but I thought you would watch it so you could like lead it and I could just like get to know a little bit because like I watched it and I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. But like for somebody I thought that watched baseball, I thought you could give a different perspective.
Okay, look, I'll let me.
Anyway,
give it a
let
shot.
me run it.
No, hold on.
I gotta put it out there first. I didn't even get to say what the subject was.
Okay, go ahead.
Jesus
Go ahead,
Christ.
go
Don't
ahead.
rush.
Go
Dang,
ahead,
relax.
go ahead.
That's how you be acting, bro.
Go ahead.
Relax. Boy, I say you don't know nothing about patience, boys. Jesus. Anyway, so I've been watching baseball. At least I watched the game. I mean, not lie. And, obviously the baseball been trying to be more relevant, trying to attract the younger audience. And they've been trying new things. They've been trying to incorporate new things. And one of the things they incorporated was the new clock rule. The new clock rule basically gives the pitchers a play clock that they have to throw in a certain amount of time. I don't know the necessarily penalty if they don't throw in the right time, but however, they do have a new pitcher clock. Huh?
If you don't throw the ball by the time the clock runs out, it's a strike. Or a ball. Sorry, a ball.
I was going to say, why would it be a strike? Anyway.
No, it's a ball.
Okay. So it's a ball. Thank you for clarifying that. So I think it was Saturday. I was chilling, and then I took a little dibble dabble and I watched the Giants versus the Yankees because our local radio station was like talking about like, oh, we were supposed to get Aaron Judge and all the blah 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 whatever. You know what I mean? That didn't happen. So but anyway, the new baseball rule basically makes the pitchers have a pitch clock, and they have to keep throwing it within the pitch clock. But what happens is it speeds up the pace of the game. And as a casual fan, I was definitely surprised by it. I remember talking to my friends while I was in a party because we was on a game, and I was watching the game on my computer. And I remember I kept looking. I had watched it as soon as I turned the game on. I literally watched like 4 pitches, and then like 2 of them was for home runs. And I was like, and that was in like a span of like 3 to 5 minutes. And I'm like, yo, is this what new baseball feel like? You feel me? Like, oh, this is kind of cool. So I watched it, you know what I mean? Finished the game. But I was just like, yo, the baseball clock is pretty dope because it doesn't really give a chance for a period. Like, it's no pause. There's literally just like constant action. And I feel like the baseball is kind of heading in the right direction with that. I think that can be here to stay. I know I was just talking to a friend about it, and they was talking how they don't necessarily really like the rule because, I guess, baseball is a gentleman's sport, and, pastime is getting left behind and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I get that, but I'm like, ain't nobody want to play that. Ain't nobody trying to watch that. Who trying to play baseball today for real? Do you know? Not really a lot of people. It's not the topic of discussion like, hey, let's go play some baseball. When have you ever said that?
I mean, we've done some couple pickup games, but it's been a minute.
Who do a pickup games of baseball?
I got some friends that do pickup games. We meet over here in Pinole.
Oh, really? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You be doing shit without me. Incredible.
It's been a minute, like some years. Okay, so but we've had some pickup games.
Matter of fact, I got a bone to pick with you too because we got a conversation to talk about too.
Oh my goodness!
Because you ain't told me about. We got a bone to pick with you, but anyway, it's about friends and sports. But anyway, so yeah, let me ask you what you think about the new baseball rule and what are your thoughts about it, and what do you think? What else do you think baseball can do to make it more, watchable to viewers, especially casual fans like me that don't really watch baseball?
Yeah. So you kind of touched on a little bit of everything that's going on. So basically, when it comes to baseball, like you were saying, baseball is like the old time sport of America. Like it was the sport of America at a point of time. So where a lot of the people, when they seen this new rule come to play, they didn't like it because it's changing up the game that they know and the game that they love.
Right.
One of the main reasons why people love baseball is because of the technicality of baseball, meaning the way you have to be able to think on your toes and the way you have to be able to move. It's kind of like chess. Like you have to be able to think out what's going to happen a couple steps ahead already, so that once the play is taken, you already know where to go. So a lot of people hate that this is happening because they're saying that people just don't understand baseball. They don't understand the They don't understand the plays that have to happen. They don't understand the movements of the outfielders and the infielders. They don't understand the just overall what is happening on the field. They just you go to a baseball game nowadays, most people go just for the party. They go just to sit in the stands, they get drunk, get food, all this stuff. They don't go to actually watch the technical part of baseball, so they don't understand what's happening. So that's why a lot of people are kind of upset with this new rule, because it's changing what they know, what they love. But on the other hand, we do have a new generation of viewership, which in this new generation, it's all about speed. It's all about hurry up, keep me entertained for a long period of time. Because if you lose my interest, I will not be interested anymore. And social media has a lot to do with that. So
tell me about it.
So baseball is trying to figure out how to get this newer generation to be able to be interested in viewing a 6-hour game. Now, that is very, very hard to get somebody to want to go and watch a 6-hour game. So they've been talking about trying to implement new rules and new things into baseball, which some of them have said, let's just make it 7 innings versus 9 innings. Let's make home runs worth more. Let's, add the time clock, make it faster. The whole thing, though, has been set up to try and make the game faster, because people cannot sit and just watch a baseball game for 6 hours because they don't understand what's going on. Okay. So this new rule comes out. Pitchers only get 15 seconds if there's nobody on base to throw the next pitch. 20 seconds if there is somebody on base, just in case you have somebody that's trying to steal a base. So new rule comes out and it drops the baseball time average significantly, to where now it's kind of bearable for a lot of people to be able to sit there and watch a game, because instead of 6 hours, now it's like 4.5. So it's a little bit more bearable, because that's basically like a football game. So new rule comes out. This is all that's going on. And this is just one step to trying to get people back into watching baseball. I think it's pretty cool because, the pitchers could take forever, however long that they wanted to be able to throw the next pitch. So they could be up there for like 5 minutes just sitting on the mound.
That shit is so annoying. Like, nobody's trying to go to an event and watch the pitcher sit there for 10 minutes to figure out if he's gonna throw a changeup or a curveball.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what people don't understand, and that's why they don't like it, is because they don't understand the pitcher is literally playing chess in his head to try and figure out what's the next pitch that I need to throw. What is this person not very comfortable hitting? And is there somebody on base? If the ball goes this way, I have to do this. If the ball goes that way, I have to do this. If it's a strike, do this. If it's a ball, do this. Like, there's so many things you have to think about before that pitch gets thrown. So you have to run through different scenarios in your head, but people don't understand that. And people are just like, bro, just throw the freaking ball and see if he hits it, right? But that's why they made this new rule. So it's pretty cool.
I understand that argument to a certain extent. I think my argument against that claim, for me personally, outside of like, okay, if you're trying to appeal to a younger audience, obviously a lot of kids are watching TikToks and stuff like that. Baseball is just that dopamine hit. You just don't get a lot of dopamine in baseball at all, right? So that's one thing.
Unless there's home runs, which is what you were talking about. So another argument is, should we let the players take steroids? Because if you let players take steroids, they get stronger. Therefore, there's more home runs, which a lot of people in the past have been getting caught up with taking steroids, and they're like the home run leaders in the baseball league. So, but
if they go do that, then bring my boy Bonds back. Give him all his awards back. Barry Bonds his awards back. Give him everything.
They don't take away Babe Ruth stuff, and Babe Ruth is on steroids.
Give him his Hall of Fame back. Give him his Hall of Fame. He well overdue. Stop playing. If you're gonna do all the steroids, then get Barry Bonds.
I don't think they're gonna do it though. I don't think they're gonna do it. Yeah, but they've been trying to figure out.
If they do that, they got to right a lot of wrongs for that, for sure.
Yeah, they would. But it's just trying to figure out how to get it more entertaining, how to get more people to watch. So this is just one thing that they're trying out, is the pitcher clock, which seems it's working, because people can sit through the game now and watch it, because it's constantly, there's constantly action. But other things they could start implementing, try to I don't know. Maybe make the field shorter so there's more home runs, or make the home runs worth more points, or I don't know. There's just stuff that they're gonna have to try to figure out. Maybe make scoring from second base worth 2 points versus one. Um,
Or score from first base equals
yeah,
3.
3 points. Yeah.
That'd be
So however
fire.
many bases you touch.
That'd be like a 3-point shot.
Yeah.
But then
So
you could,
that would be dope though. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I
yeah,
think I
that'd be
just
kind of
thought of
fire.
something.
So
I
like if
thought
you
of
got
something.
but see the thing is if you do it from like first to second, so like let's say you got a player on first and you got a player on second. If he scores
Yeah.
from second and he scores from first, what's that like 5 points?
Yeah, you get like 5 points for that.
That's that. It'll be too much of a count game at that point.
But it's not common for somebody to score from first base. Like, unless it's the only time that they touch home is if it's like a home run. Other than that, if you get a triple, which doesn't happen very often, um, yeah, it doesn't really happen. So it could be an option to where they give you points depending on how many bases you touch while you run to home on off of one play. But that'd be dope too to be able to see that.
Yeah, I
But
can see that. I can see that. I can see that. Maybe you get a like or for example, like say the bases is fully loaded, right? And you hit a home run. So that's the 1 plus the third. That'd be 1. So then the 2,
that's 4.
4, and then the 3. That'd be like 5, 7 points. You get a home run. You would never be out of. You would never be out of a game.
Nah, I don't think they would change it for someone to hit a grand slam. They just stick it to 4 points, 4 runs. But I think it would be dope if they did it like if you have a runner on base, like and they score, you get an extra point.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting for sure. I don't know, man. I just feel like I enjoy the pitcher's clock because don't get me wrong. I get the technicality of it and the
Yeah,
science behind it, but to be fair, and I think my argument against it is every other sport doesn't have where you can just sit all day. Like there, you can make an argument for any sport having his technicalities. However, you have to do these technicalities in a time frame. Just as
yeah,
much as you got to make the change, you got to play this. Just as much as a pitcher got to do the, figure out if he were to throw a fastball or a changeup. A quarterback got to figure out whether this is cover 2, cover 3, cover 0, who's blitzing, where's the Mike
yeah.
linebacker, where's this corner? Is he playing short? Is he guarding my fullback out there?
Fast-paced thinking.
Fast-paced thinking, and I think that is a part of the technicality that I think that the reason why those games or those sports are more exciting because you have to do those critical thinking in a faster pace.
Yeah.
And I think that's what baseball is trying to emulate.
Mhm.
And I don't it's gonna be hard because I think from what I've read or what I've seen, people have been talking about is cut the game, but then like cut the game for like 30 minutes or so. As far as watch time, because we don't get to see all the like if you're not at the game, if you're watching on TV. So I mean, 30 minutes definitely goes a long way instead of watching a 3-hour event. So I get that part. I don't know what I ate, but I keep burping.
You know, one thing that they should try to implement is letting them use aluminum bats. Boy, they'd be knocking it out the park if they had aluminum bats.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. All you hear is ding, 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 ding. Man, sound of a ding. I don't know, man, because I don't know if scoring hella points is the answer either. Like, because I could say in basketball, a lot of people are complaining that people are scoring too much now. There's no defense being played.
Isn't that what we want to see? Is people scoring hoops? Like,
to an extent, yes, right? Okay, so did you watch the
you
All
want
Star
to
game
see
this
a
year?
defense?
You
No,
wanna
you
see
told me it was
defense.
trash.
It was trash because it was all it was literally all offense. They were just basically having layup lines. That's not fun to watch. You want to see defense, but you don't want to see defense. You want to see offense. Don't get me wrong, right? I think we all love offense, but I think you want to see offense go against competitive defense.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Just
like
get locked up.
football, you want to see offenses score, but you want to see defenses be able to compete for real against the offenses and not let the offense get such many like opportunities, like chances and leeways compared to the defense. Just like in basketball, you want to see players score, but you want to see defenders have a chance to defend them. That way, if players just still can score, they just that good. It's nothing you could
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
However, you want to give players a chance to be able to compete and be able to defend them, because if you have sports that's just all offense, it's not even gonna be fun to watch. That's why I don't think that baseball will go that far as bats and all that stuff. I don't know. I just think that it needs to be the core of baseball. I don't think needs to change, but they need to figure out a way, probably, and I think pitching is a start, but just a way that it can make it more faster, like other sports,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think the pitcher clock is probably the best thing they probably could have done, because I think that will start everything else. You get more hits, you get more fielding plays, you get more double plays, whatever miraculous stuff happens after the ball is hit. You get more of those plays, because of a shorter pitch time.
Mm.
I had a good point too after that, and my brain went blank. But
It's
anyway,
good. We got other stuff. It's good.
yeah, we ain't but like this. We ain't got that much. How long we been recording?
About an hour.
Are we at an hour for real?
We're at about an hour. I can't see the clock at all, but it was about an hour ago when we started.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, shout out to the baseball. Hopefully they continue to elevate and figure out ways to make the game more appealing to the audience. I think they're in the right direction though, so we'll say. Um, Finally some football. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't really much football going on this week. Obviously, if you care about the draft, then obviously they have the mock drafts and stuff going on with that. Free agency's kind of hit a standstill. Teams not really signing players. Um, and William don't really know who gets drafted or that free agency, so it's not much I can really ask him. However, I can ask him about certain notable players. So according to, I don't know who the source was, but I think it was NFL.com or somebody from NFL.com. But basically, the Baltimore Ravens had offered OBJ a contract, right? Now, granted, if you have not been under a rock, Lamar has requested a trade about a week ago. However, there's really not nothing that's happened so far since that trade request. So,
Yeah.
first and foremost, my question to you is with the Ravens offering OBJ a contract, do you think he takes it? Do you think Lamar stays if he takes it? And if OBJ doesn't take it, can you give me a couple teams that you can see him playing for?
Yeah. First of all, I think it's weird how no other teams have offered Lamar a contract. It's very weird that has not happened because yeah,
Hey
yeah,
man, look at the end. Look, man, you got it. I'm gonna talk my talk when it's all said and
yeah,
done. But go ahead, you got it. You
yeah.
got it.
No, it's very weird that has not happened. But yeah, OBJ getting a an offer to be able to play with them. It would, if Lamar stays and OBJ signs with them, that's gonna be insane. Um, I don't think they would win a chip because the defense still isn't quite there, and I think you guys lost a couple of notable defenders. But I think you guys will make the playoffs, and you could be a threat. But I don't know if they'd be able to get a chip out of it. But I think
Don't
that
say
that
we. I'm a free
duo,
agent.
huh?
Don't say we. I'm a free agent. Remember?
Oh yeah, you a free agent. My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, so y'all
yeah,
Raven fans,
yeah.
because your boy is not faithful to y'all. Yeah, I don't know if y'all gonna get a chip out of that, but I would like to see because put Lamar with OBJ, that they would be shredding defenses together, shredding defenses. So I think that would be pretty cool. But I know Lamar wants to get out of there. It's just weird how nobody wants him though. I don't know. Maybe everybody's trying to wait for after the draft so that they can see if there's any quarterbacks left, and then they can pick up a brand new one versus him. But it's still Lamar. Like y'all crazy for that. OBJ should sign there if Lamar stays. If he does not, he should not sign there. Who can he go to? Man. Um Crazy. Because right now we would have to think about cap space because a lot of teams have used up a lot of their cap space. So not too many people have a shot at being able to pay for him.
I got 3 teams in my mind.
I might see him at Denver. I could see him going over to the Broncos and helping them out over there. That would be pretty nice to see because I know their team's going to be a little bit, ready to go. Um, even the Chiefs, I think the Chiefs will be a good choice for him. And then, who else could use it? Probably the Bengals. I think he would look nice in a Bengals uniform.
That would be crazy. Even though they got hella wide receivers already, that would be
I
crazy.
know that would be crazy if he went over there.
Uh,
I think those would be my threes: Bengals, Chiefs, or who else who's the first one I said?
Denver. Sorry.
Denver.
You
Yeah, the
said
Broncos.
Denver. Yeah, Denver.
Yeah.
You said Denver, Kansas City, and Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think those three would probably look good for him.
All right. Yeah. The Ravens offering OBJ a contract. I think I got mixed feelings about this. There's something going on in Baltimore right now. I can't really put my finger on it, but there's a lot of issues going on in Baltimore, just subtly. And it's really starting to get worse and worse with this Lamar Jackson situation. Um, for him not getting paid to, articles and stuff like that, basically, or teams not even wanting to touch him. There's clearly something that we don't know going on behind closed doors because you're telling me you have a chance at a top 5, top 10 quarterback and you won't take the chance to take him for what reason? But you'd rather take a chance on a quarterback that's unproven just because of what? You know, there's a chance that any quarterback you draft in this draft could be a bust. You literally have a unanimous MVP on a trading block. He's not even getting offers. It'd be one thing if he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he not even? It don't even seem like he's getting offers. So
I haven't heard of any.
right. So I don't know what's going on, but it's definitely something fishy going on. In my opinion, like I told my friend about a week ago, I told him I think like there just no offers are gonna be given, and Lamar is gonna mess around and have to take the offer that the Ravens give him. Especially if they still got the franchise tag on him, he's probably gonna play. But don't be surprised if he doesn't play a full season. I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised if he doesn't play the full season. But he probably gonna have to just because there's this rumor going around now that Lamar is somehow injury prone, even though the injuries that he's gotten wasn't even his fault. Even the one last year against Denver wasn't his fault. He just got hit in pocket. Something that y'all wanted him to do is stay in the pocket. He just got hurt. Outside of that, Lamar's been pretty much clean bill of health. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to keep going through this because I feel like we talked about Lamar a lot, and I
Yeah.
feel like it's becoming a broken record at this point. But I think that bridge is burnt in Baltimore. I think regardless whenever he becomes a free agent or they trade him, he's gone. I don't think he stays. Um, I think OBJ. I don't know how big his contract would be, but I think it'd be maybe a year or two, maybe 3 at the most. I don't think he gets a big contract as of right now because of still him coming off a torn ACL, and even though he was good with the Rams, I think people would still want him to prove something. Um, if he took the contract, I think Lamar may stay and just thug it out for that year. But if he doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised. Now, granted, with them two together would be a great duo. I think Lamar will finally get a number one receiver or something very close to that he's never had in his whole career since being in Baltimore. Now, granted, obviously they have to change the playbook. They would have to make the scheme more pass heavy, blah, 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 get a better offensive coordinator, stuff like that. I get that part. But as far as the talent wise, this would be the best receiver that Lamar has had since he's been in Baltimore. So I think Lamar would be able to be very productive with with OBJ at receiver. However, if OBJ didn't go to the Ravens and OBJ decided to sign somewhere else, I have three teams in mind I think I can see him with. First team, I think, is the Chicago Bears. I think with him, with Justin Fields and that young team, they just picked up Claypool. I think they still got Mooney over there. I think that team could really do damage, especially in the NFC North. Justin Fields being a young, proven quarterback that's definitely willing to, um, got some upside. I think him with OBJ definitely give him that nice versatile threat, especially in the short game if needed to be able to create. Would definitely open up that offense for sure. Um, Second, obviously, I think Kansas City, given that they just let Kansas City Juju Smith Schuster walk, I think they could then go sign OBJ and low key might be scarier.
Get another chip.
Get another
You
chance. I
gonna
think
do
it might
another
be
chip.
scarier having OBJ over there. And if I'm OBJ, I'm probably really looking at the Kansas City, especially if they willing to give me like a Juju like contract and like maybe 3 for 30 or something like that. I don't know what OBJ looking for, but I definitely can see him fitting over there. And I'm trying to think. I had a team in mind, but I think I might change it. Um, the Bears, the Chiefs. But I was gonna say the Chargers, but I forgot they just signed. They go keep Keenan Allen, so that's out. Maybe the nope. They
The
got receiver.
Vikings.
No, because they got Justin Jefferson. Even though they let Adam Thielen walk, so yeah, that could be an option. They let Adam Thielen walk, so they definitely need a second
Jefferson and
option. But
OBJ.
yeah, that would be nice. That would be nasty. That would definitely be nasty. I think they do believe in Osborne though. That's why they let Thielen walk. So he might not be an option. But the Vikings is definitely a good one. So I think
You don't think Broncos?
nah, just because of the fact that they got a lot of wide receivers already. I think their wide receiver core is relatively young. They got Judy, Sutton, um, what's my dude name? Hamler, third string. Like I think they got a pretty, respectable receiving core already. OBJ would just be one of them receivers that's like there, but he probably wouldn't get no touches and they get hella mad and stuff like that. We don't really need that. So um I think the Bears, the Chiefs are the obvious ones. I can't see him with the Colts too, depending on who they draft at quarterback and all that jazz. But yeah, that's probably it, honestly. Probably the probably
I
the
think most.
I say the top two for sure to me is the Bears and the Chiefs, in my opinion. But yeah.
I feel like if he goes to the Bears, it'll kind of be a little bit of a conflict between him and Fields. So I feel like Fields is kind of like that guy on the team, and if OBJ goes there, it's gonna be like, I ain't passing you the ball, bro. I'm that guy.
Well, he gonna play like this. He better want to pass on the ball because outside of him, he ain't really got that many good receivers. So you better go if OBJ open, throw him the ball, bro. But I think Justin Fields. You come from Ohio State. You just want to win. You go from Ohio State and you go into conference championships every year to the Bears and you barely making the playoffs. Like that winning energy gonna have to kick in eventually. So
Yeah,
to me, I don't think it'll be an issue. I just think that it's just a matter of chemistry and way the playbook is set up for OBJ to eat. I think the Bears can definitely do that because they do a lot of PA rollouts, a little QB option here and there. With Odell maybe throwing a slant or whatever. Odell Beckham is a very versatile player. So to me, he's like a Debo, but primarily a receiver. He could carry the ball out the backfield and all that stuff if you need him to, but he want to play outside. You feel me? But as long as you get the ball in his hands, he could create for you. You just gotta get the ball in his hands. And I think the Bears can have an offense that incorporates that because they have players like Justin Fields. So that's why I think the Bears. And then obviously for the Chiefs, that shit would be fucking NFL Street over there. And not shit, they'll win another ring. Um but anyway, and yeah. Well, anything else you want to talk about, man? You
I
know,
think we good.
yeah, man. I was what did I want to tell you about? Oh, that's what I got a bone to pick with you. That's what
Oh
I'm talking about. Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, what happened? So, what happened to that hoop league you were supposed to be in?
That's the summer.
Oh, it's in the summer. Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was already started. My fault. My fault. My fault. My
Nah.
fault. Okay. Okay. For sure. For sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Dang,
I was
bro.
in the
You coming
summer.
at me
I thought.
sideways like that?
I thought it was in the summer,
Get the
bro. You
back
feel me?
straight.
I just want to. I just want to come. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come watch your games. You feel me? I can't play. You feel me? So I'm just gonna come
Why
support.
can't you play?
Cause you told me I couldn't.
Who
Jerk.
said that?
I asked you. I was like, bro. I text you. I was like, bro, is there still any open spots? And you was like, nah, there's not. I'll let you know though. That's literally what you said.
Yeah, last season. This season's
No, it
open.
was this season. Cause you was like, yeah, they play. You was playing in the fall, and I'm like, all right, bet. And then I asked you literally this year at the beginning of this year, and you was like, nah, they ain't got no
Yeah,
spots.
I'm gonna have to go check the receipts on that. But
Yeah, for
yeah, no,
sure.
it's not until like July.
Yeah, because I was trying to play, and then you was like,
Yeah,
nah,
you
they
could
ain't got no
play.
spot. Yeah, okay, for sure. Bet.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. Then I ain't got no bone pick with you
Dang,
then.
bruh. You think I'm
I
gonna
got no
just
bone
leave you
pick
out
with you,
there like
man.
that? I know you
I thought,
basketball, bruh.
boy, the
Dang.
thing was is that I wasn't tripping. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna just come watch because I know how I go. Like if you already got your team, you already got your team. Cool, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And besides, I ain't played ball with a bit. I need to play ball. I ain't played ball
Yeah,
in a
you gotta get
small
your
minute.
conditioning started and stuff.
Woo! Man, for real. When the season start?
I told you something like July, like sometime in
Oh, okay,
July.
cool.
Yeah, you got
I
cool
got
couple
time.
months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got time. I apply to I'll be
Start
decent.
walking. Start walking so
Oh
you can
no,
start running.
we running, bro. We in the mix. We in the mix. We'll be all right. We'll be back. So
All right. Well, yeah, I'll let you
outside
know.
of that, man, what type of music you listen to lately? What you been
Oh my
bumping?
goodness.
What you been bumping to lately, bro?
No.
What you been bumping to lately, bro?
I listen to podcasts, bro. I don't listen to music.
Okay, what how many podcasts do you listen to? Give me your top
Three?
three.
Three?
Okay, well, what's the three?
I listen to Two Bears, One Cave. I don't think you know what that one is.
Hell no.
Yeah, it's two comedians. They have a podcast called Two Bears, One Cave. I
Okay.
listen to Impulsive, Logan Paul.
Nope.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
weirdo.
Okay.
He's a
Okay.
weirdo to me, but go ahead.
And the third one is Flagrant 2.
Okay,
With
shout out to
Andrew
Schultz.
Schultz.
That's my
Yeah.
guy. I rock with Schultz.
I love
Okay.
Andrew Schultz. I love
Yeah, Schultz is
him.
funny.
I love Andrew
So
Schultz.
for me, I listen to the Brilliant Idiots,
Oh,
which is
okay.
Schultz and my
Yeah,
boy
yeah.
Charlemagne. That to
Charlamagne
me,
the
I
God.
enjoy. I watch them all. I listen to them all the time. Also Through the Wire. That's a basketball podcast. Um, who else do I listen to a lot? I listen to multiple podcasts, but I say my top three is probably Brilliant Idiots, Through the Wire, and Pick a Side. That's another sports podcast. It's basically kind of they do basketball, football, and I think they do a little bit of baseball, but mainly basketball, and football. So, and
Mm,
they be recording sports topics for like 3 hours.
yeah.
I'm like,
These
bro, but it's
podcasts have
like,
been trying to do that lately. Like a lot
yeah,
of
and
people
it's
have been
like
trying to do hours of podcasting. Like, nah, bro, I ain't got time for that.
like the average podcast, like the average podcast I listen to is like usually like 2 hours. Like Pick a Side usually does about 2.5, 3 hours, and it's like four of them. And then the Through the Wire, it's four of them as well, but they do like about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then Brain Idiots will do about 2 hours. So yeah. Damn. Okay, so you don't listen to no music. You feel me? I forgot you. You know what I'm saying? You can't really dance for real, so I get it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Oh, okay, I'm about to take you to the club, man. You feel me? You have to show me the moves. You know what I'm
I ain't
saying?
going no club. I ain't going no club, bro. I can't go no
Ah,
club.
I know you can't. You got kids.
Well, that animal man of God, so I can't be doing all that, bro.
Better guy. People still go to the club.
Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh.
Yeah, damn.
Nah.
All right, man. Ah, man. Well, yeah. Since he ain't got much to talk about, I think we about reached our time limit. Um, yeah. This has been another good episode of the Good Call Fellas podcast, which will probably be a name change sometime soon. I don't know when. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks. I've been
We'll
wanting
talk
to
about
change
it.
it. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
There's going to be, like I said, I think I said last pod, we're definitely going to do a little switcheroo, little things getting switched up a little bit, but definitely gonna be a couple changes. The only thing that's not going to change is that we still gonna be here giving you content relatively the same. Yeah. Anything else? Any last words you want to say before we get up out of here?
Not really.
Yeah.
We good. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching,
Subscribe,
man.
comment.
Subscribe. All our
Y'all
socials
share
will
this
be
with a friend, bruh.
Please, like, share us with a friend. It will be gladly appreciated. You know what I mean? We're trying to get to 50 subscribers. We already at 30.
Start
we just
making
need
some
20
fake accounts.
more. Man, for real. Nah, we're not gonna do that. I want to do it
Nah.
organic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. This has been the Good Cause Fellas podcast, and we will see you next week.
Oh, sirs.
Peace.
We outie 3,000.